You're not gonna believe what just happened.
You got a job?
Yeah. Drive! I'm taking it here.
Today's my first day and I'm not sure what the procedure is. Excited to finally meet you. You have no idea how thrilled I am.
This is gonna be fun.
Child is pray. You better start praying from now.
John Hodgkinson.
Hot.
Yo.
Director, writer, producer of A Story About Wendy 1 and 2. Where on earth did the idea come from?
Wow. Can I bust files?
Please do.
I worked at a local TV station and it was quite an experience. And from that, I ended up working on a Norwegian film that was shot here called Limbo. And one of the producers asked me if I could write because the film company had a call for shorts, to fund shorts. So we came up with this idea of this girl who worked at a TV station based on my experience, and the film came to life. Story About Wendy.
What's interesting about this film, though, I think, is that it's about another class of people in this country. I mean, if we're honest, it's a side of Trinidad that you don't normally see in film.
It's a side that exists, though. Like,
Of course.
Trinidad is a multi-layered society, and I don't think, I mean, I find a lot of Caribbean films about life in the ghetto and violence, and yeah, that exists. It happens. But there's also another side to the Caribbean that does exist. We do live here. We do talk like this. We are Trinidadian. I just wanted to show I wrote from what I know.
What on earth was the experience like making your first film?
We had no idea what the hell we were doing.
Yeah.
You look back, we were all novices. Myself, our DP Anthony Fung, it was his first film too, Sound Kevin, Carla. But we all had this passion to do it, to be able to tell a story, and we wanted to do it. And we got rejected from everybody we went to. And I think for me, because I came from an advertising background, I assumed that my friends who worked in these big companies would have helped. And nobody did. I think we expect people to help us when you know, they would help us just because, but they have to see value in it. It has to be some sort of value, or they have to get something out of it or to benefit them. That's business. It's business. It's not a friend thing. And we all sacrificed, and it did really well. Did we expect that? I don't know. I don't know if we did.
No.
But it did. It grew legs, and we were able to do a sequel, and a lot of people told us no, told us yes. You look back now and you're like, oh wow, I wish we did that. And I wish we could have changed something, but it is what it is. You can't look back now and change stuff. It's finished. That chapter is closed. We've learned from our mistakes, and I think we were able to improve and like hone our craft and get better. I think that goes for everybody who worked on Wendy 2. Compared to 1, I think it's a much, much better film. And we were able to get a bigger budget, we were able to do more and tell more. And I think Wendy 1 was more about introducing everyone to the characters. So some of the complaints that we got was like, well, nothing happened. Well, no, because you're just sort of introducing everybody. 2 takes it to a whole next level, and very excited for people to see it.
Let's delve into the plot briefly. The plot is about a young intern at a television station.
Right.
And how she fares at this television station?
Her fiance left her, and her life kind of spiraled out of control. And she's lying with this sort of baddest girl called Sylvia, who's from the East. And the parents aren't too happy about that, nor is her best friend. And, you know, she's sort of hit rock bottom. And she's applied for this job at this TV station, working with Simone Davies, who is this sort of, you know, high-end presenter, fashion, you know, resorts, that kind of thing, lifestyle program. And Wendy's very, you know, competent and talented, and she gets the job. And so Wendy too sort of follows her journey, coming to work, working for Simone. But Simone isn't the nicest person. I think a lot of the characters are combinations of people that you've met and you sort of throw them all together. I've been told that a lot of the characters are bits of me.
No. True.
But I think the actors sort of come and put their own spin on it. I mean, there's nobody else who could play Simone like Catherine. Nobody. Nobody. I mean, Catherine literally becomes her when she puts on the wardrobe and she comes out of makeup. I guarantee you, the crew and cast were terrified of her. And that's just to show how awesome she was as an actress.
I'm so excited to finally meet you. You have no idea how thrilled I am.
Catherine, when I met you, I was intrigued by you. You're such a simple looking woman, and yet you come to life as this real demonic kind of wicked personality on screen as Simone. Just tell me about the character and how you prepared for that character. Or is that really what you're like?
Yeah. I have to say, sadly, it's not hard to put Simone on. I don't know why, but I do like her. And as Sean loves to tell people, when we first met, which was at the auditions for Limbo, the Norwegian film, he didn't think I was such a nice person. I won't use the word, but anyway, he didn't think I was so nice. So so when he was thinking of someone for Simone, he thought of me. We auditioned, it worked out well and all that. But I don't know, I find that Simone actually isn't a hard character to put on because I find she's so much fun. Although she is evil and she's manipulative and she is so ambitious to a point where she'll do whatever it takes to remain in that position where she is. She's just like so delicious and fun to play, you know? So she's not that hard to put on. It's not to say that sometimes the acting is not hard, because it is challenging, especially if you want to be natural in the moment and you don't want to overact. But she really is just a lot of fun to put on. When I started acting, it was because I started back modeling in Toronto, and my agent used to send most of us for commercial auditions, and so as part of that they would say, well, go do an improv class at Second City, which is where people like Mike Myers and all those fellas used to work.
She's name dropping.
So yes, I am. So I was like, God, improv, I think I'm going to be horrible at this. But I went, and my first class, I just loved it. So I did the whole program at Second City, which was like a year, and then I just did some more acting courses while I was in Toronto. And then came back, I did some acting courses here at Trinidad Theatre Workshop, and even at Napa with Christine Menzies. She's a Trinidadian teacher who lives in LA, I think, or somewhere in the US. So, yeah.
But now, I mean, wow. I mean, I can say now that I'm a filmmaker. That's what I do 24/7,
Yeah,
which is
we both
crazy.
work in production full time.
Right.
In film full time.
That wasn't possible 10 years ago. Can I say that?
But is that because of the success of Wendy 1 that you were able to use that as a launch pad to...
For speaking personally, yes. Yes, people saw it, they liked it. We were able to do a sequel. I'm not sure that's happened before locally. We're working on another film now called Trafficked. If Wendy 2 is received well, we'd love to do at least one more. We'll see what happens, but we are able to do what we love. And I think making film is people don't know how stressful, tiring, and the hours that you put into it, and the months, the years of hard work that goes into making film. The pre-production, the actual production, the post-production, going into a studio and having to have them redub lines over and over and over again. It's not easy.
Let me ask you, do you think that you perhaps get more of a pass because you're not from the streets, you're not from the hood, because perhaps you know people who perhaps can dip into their pockets?
Listen, when we did the first film, our budget got slashed by half. I thought that because I knew people, they would come in and help us to be able to fund it. And we got shut down by everybody.
Yeah, she said.
So,
that, yeah.
whatever past that I was supposed to have, my connections that I was supposed to have, did not work.
So it's about the quality of the work that you put
It's,
out there.
yeah, we
purely.
listen.
People want to see it first.
People just think that we just went there and said, "Let's make a movie." We knocked on so many doors for months, being rejected over and over and over again. We did this because we wanted to make a film, because we loved the dedication that Catherine said was there. That's all it is.
We're going to a break. We're going to something. We're going to be back with the cast of Wendy